Yo. How's it going? Today I also don't have topics. Why does it start sounding like this? I think it has to do with the CPU. Going good, I think. Met up with a friend today, was cool. Nice. Do you have classes? Like these days? Or not? No, I have free time. Okay, true. You said it. Until 8/4. 8th of April. Nice. Today I walked a little bit. I was thinking something, but I forgot. While walking, I always think things, but I forget to write them down. Also because I was like on my phone and all this. So sometimes on my phone I want to write the things, and sometimes I think, I should write this. Or, yeah. I did need to call my electricity provider since they messed up a number. I don't know how it's called in English, but they put my phone number there instead. And wondered why it wasn't working. A number like, I don't know, like a client number or something like that, right? Number of the line or whatever. Yeah, I guess when it gets to 32 voices, it collapses. Zahlen number. Yeah, client number or something like this. Zahler is like person who pays, right? Copiar. Yeah, número de contador, okay. Yeah, Zal is number. Zahler then I guess is counter. Meter, okay. It's called meter. in English. And they put your phone number. Lol. Oh, I read what the thing that Quadro mentioned, his blog post about the elevator. I read it. It's interesting. It's like, to me, it reads like when you write down a dream. It's kind of that type of writing. Same with also this one. It feels dreamlike. It was interesting. And yeah, while I was walking, I don't know what I was saying. Oh yeah, I think I was thinking about the things that I always think about like what should I do and all those things, right? And I was thinking that I should plan a topic for the stream, right? To have it planned beforehand. I think that when I walked for longer, right, when I walked more time, it was easier to plan because I was outside walking and all that, and for longer, so I had more ideas while walking, and I would write something down. But when I walk for such a short time, like only 30 minutes or so, I don't feel, it's not that I don't have time, but I don't know. I don't end up writing anything. I was watching a video of two musicians I really like and realized that one of them uses a 5-string guitar, and then I was annoyed that I didn't notice before. Jacob Collier, Little Blue Mahogany Sessions. He uses it there, for example. I like Jacob Collier. I don't listen to him a lot, but what I have listened to, I liked. And I like his vibe and all this. And the care that he puts into the music. If he plays a show in Spain, I would like to go. And he did, I think. Yeah, this DS thing. I think the tour was called DS. Why is Jacob Collier a genius? Well, I'm not going to play it because if I play it a lot... That's Toadie, right? This one. Oh, by the way, I watched the video with the spiders. The guy making a spider string. It was pretty funny. How he got all these Congo kids. Well, Congo, not Congo. I'm still thinking about the Congo. About these Madagascar kids giving him spiders to the hotel. Pretty funny. Also nice moments with the local people playing the guitar and all that. Interesting. That kind of thing is something that I like, right? That kind of adventure type vibe, right, is something that I enjoy, right? He is there for a purpose, right? He is not, because I'm starting to not like, well, not like, I still like travel videos, but I feel like they are sometimes purposeless, right? They are like going on vacation. And I am not in a vacation mood anymore, right? I am not about vacation lately. I am more thinking about things, right? About the world in general. And I feel like that video is a good representation of something something cool, right? He's going to a place which is strange to people, right? Madagascar. He's like this Dutch dude, right? I think he's Dutch or no, Swedish. Swedish, I think he was. He's this Swedish dude. So he obviously stands out, right? So if he were to travel there just as a travel blog video, right, as to see the things, it would be kind of strange. It would like there would be like the question of the purpose is always there, right? People always ask like, why are you here, right? And I feel like his way of traveling in that video solves for that problem, right? For the why are you here? It's like he is there for this dumb purpose, which is making a string out of spiders, right? But it turns out that the way the adventure develops, right, has room for comedy, right? There is a lot of comedy in the fact that he's doing it. It is pretty stupid, right? But there is also room for sweetness, right? Like local people playing the guitar string. There is room for, I don't know, there is room for a lot of things, right? If he wanted to have taken a more sciencey route, he could have done that, right? He could have shown more of it. There is room for showing how things are made, right? He shows how you make a string, which is interesting, right? He milks spiders. I don't know. It was pretty funny. Oh yeah, I did watch the What People Get Wrong About Language, the It's Cool fallacy, and thought we would be interesting. Yeah, I get that. It's really cool, I think. I love basically anything in that regard with journeys in combination with music. Yeah. Yeah, music is always good. I like that as well. One of the movies that I mentioned that I watched last year, going physically to the cinema, and I think someone asked. Oh yeah, about going alone to the cinema. We were talking about this for some reason, right? And one of the movies that I watched was this Spanish guy going on tour, right? And because it was this kind of behind the scenes look at the tour operations, right? There were like he showed the financial trouble of the tour, he showed all of these things, but he also showed like the nice part, right? He showed going on a vacation to Dominican Republic while on the tour. He showed visiting musicians and that he had really admired there, and he showed kind of the composition of the tour and all these things, right? And I like that, right? I like this kind of traveling to see the music there, right? Or I'm not sure if it's in that same documentary or in another one, but he also shows how the record was made, right? So he shows, I think it was in that same thing, but he shows how he went to Cuba, for example, to play with some kind of legendary Cuban musician. I didn't know the legendary Cuban musician, by the way, but you can tell that it's legendary by the way by the respect that he has to the people, right? And yeah, I don't know. I feel like I am tired of traveling purposelessly, right? Even though I haven't done it a lot, right? It's not like I have traveled purposelessly a ton either. But for example, when I was in Germany, I liked traveling. I liked going to Eastern Europe and all this, and I am grateful for it. But it's like that phase for me has ended, I think. And well, I also don't think it has ended, but I want to end it, right? I want to get not to end it, but I want to get to the next phase, right? Which to me is more of that, right? It leads more towards that, towards purposely finding things, right? And that's why I'm collecting my list of things, right? I have my sitios list, my places list, this. Because I have here a lot of things, a lot of places that I would like to go to, for me to have a purpose, right? And I guess it was kind of like the spiders video was kind of inspirational in the sense that like it's impossible to have it all figured out, right? And he figured out along the way. And I thought that was kind of inspiring in a way, right? It was yeah. on the one hand, it was inspiring, right? It shows that, yeah, even this guy who has a lot of followers and all this has to, like, can decide just to go there with some information, but not a lot, and try to, yeah, sobre la marcha, we say in Spanish. So, along the way, figure out what to do. But it also has, like, the other thing, right? The other side of the coin, which is, like, even though he has a lot of followers and all this, it's like, he didn't seem very well connected to Madagascar in that way, right? It's like he had a purpose to be there and all this, so I liked that part. But also, I feel like he didn't have, like, an edge over, I don't know, like, he didn't have an additional edge over things. I don't like going to other places, especially alone. That's why I'm waiting for people like Jacob or Wilbur to play in Berlin. Yeah, that makes sense. I do like to go to other places, but, like, it costs money, right? So it costs way less if it's, like, for example, if I could have gone to, on the day of my birthday, to California for Taylor Swift's concert, I would have gone, right? But it's what? $2,000 in flights, $1,000 in Airbnbs, and the tickets, like, on resale, they also were like $2,000 tickets on resale. If I had gotten them legitimately, maybe less, but I would have gone that, like, that experience. But yeah, it's a $5,000 experience instead of the tickets that I already have are like $250, right? Versus €250. So. No! Why do the voices take so long to unload? If I just got enough money now to live all my life how I wanted, I'd probably just go to other places and stuff. But the way it is, I just rather not. Yeah, makes sense. I don't know. I know some people that don't like how traveling feels, right? I know some people that are like, it's annoying, like, traveling is annoying, right? But the journey is annoying. And to me, the journey, I like it also, right? I like being in airports. I like flying around. Maybe it's because I don't do it often, right? And people who do it often are like, I'm tired of this already. But to me, the journey itself is interesting. Never really traveled a lot, only ever in the car with my family. I don't know what a lot means. But more than that, I have traveled, yeah. With my family, often to different countries. For example, in the car with my family, I have not traveled a lot. So compared to that, maybe less. But on planes and all this, I have traveled pretty often. I've been to Switzerland several times because my dad works there. I've been to to Switzerland with my family, like 3 times or so. Then I've been also again to visit a friend. Well, not to visit a friend there, but to go to the airport to visit a friend. The friend who was in Albstadt in Germany. That's the friend that is in Leipzig now. Well, he's in Spain right now. But the friend who lives in Leipzig, he used to live in Albstadt, which is down there in the southwest, in Baden-Württemberg, I think. And the airport that was closer to there was Zurich. So we had to take like 6 hours of trains from Zurich to there. It was interesting. And see, for example, I liked the journey, and I went with a friend, and that friend did not. For example, he hated that kind of travel. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm looking back fondly, but I don't get that stressed, right? And we planned it pretty decently, right? We got the tickets on the phone or printed or something. Lol, 6 hours of train is me going home to my parents. Yeah, I guess it's probably something like this. It was half, well, not half, maybe a little bit of Switzerland, right? From Switzerland, I remember some names. I remember Zurich, obviously. I remember Winterthur. And then I don't remember anymore, in Switzerland. And then you go into Germany. And in Germany, there is like, in that place, there are a lot of towns that end with Ingen. So there is like Sigmaringen, Ingelfingen, all of these like this. And then you pass through like 4 or 5 Sigmaringen, Fingeringen, no sé qué. And then you reach finally Albstadt. And it's close to this part, to the Constance Lake. Yeah, Winterthur, Singen. Okay, it's first you go to Singen. Then it's Immeringen. Then it's Tingen, Tuttlingen, Geisingen. And yeah, then this is Sigmaringen. So yeah, it's kind of, the train does something like that, right? From Zurich, it does, you go to Winterthur, and then you end up in Singen. Then you reach this kind of Tuttlingen, then you pass for Sigmaringen, and I think you go through here or something. And he was in Stetten and yeah, he was here in Albstadt, but the station was kind of Stetten am Kettenmarkt or something like this. No, he worked here, but he lived in Albstadt. Yeah, so we had to do all this, and this fucking train journey took 7 hours. It's not a lot of kilometers, but medir distancia. Yeah, it's like 100 kilometers. It's shit, like it's nothing. If we had rented a car or something, it would have been, 2 hours? But it was 6 because we used the trains. It was insane. There were like a lot of delays and a lot of gaps between trains and a lot of waiting time and a lot of that. Right? And the train got like stopped. I don't know. It was pretty crazy. I don't have pictures because I took a film camera from my grandparent, but from my granddad, actually. But it didn't work. I think the film got corrupted, or like the camera itself didn't work. I don't know. But this area of Germany is interesting. I like it. I also like Munich. Sindelfingen. I think the Porsche factory is in Sindelfingen. If you zoom into to here, there will be like a lot of Porsche things. Oh no, maybe it's the Mercedes one. Okay. Yeah, Mercedes-Benz, Gebäude the 20. All of this is like the Mercedes factory, Sindelfingen. I thought it was Porsche, but it's Mercedes. Yeah. Hola, Model Flugelende. Model Flugelende. Lol, I wanted to look up if it's called the same with all the Ingen in German, but I found Frickenhausen. Careful in the Frickenhausen. Frickenhausen am Main. It's called Am Main because it's on the river or something. Like the Main is a river, right? No, but this is another place, right? Frickenhausen is in Esslingen, Baden-Württemberg, and Frickenhausen am Main is in Bayern. Yeah, Main is the river. It's like the river in Frankfurt, right? Called Meno, I think, in Spanish. Yeah, Meno, Rio Meno. I didn't know the main river went all through there. Frankfurt. Oh, it's pretty close, I guess. Oh, Bayern is pretty big. Okay, I forgot. It's closer to Darmstadt than to Frankfurt than to Munich. I remember when we went to Berlin from Munich, we went by a bus, and I remember stopping in here in Bayreuth, and this was still Bayern, and it had like Bayerish things and all this, and the Bayern shield and all those things. I forgot where else we stopped. I guess some kind of random gas station or whatever. I went to Nuremberg, but a different day. I went to Ingolstadt myself. Here there is a lot of things. A lot of Audi things. I went to the Audi factory. And there is another similar sounding, like BMW has an engine factory, and I think it has this kind of Ingen ending as well. Let's see. BMW engine factory. Is it kind of like, is it called like Ingelfingen or something like that? Dingolfing. It's like this, Dingolfing. And I know a girl who I think ended up working there. She was from Mexico. Well, still is, I guess. Not sure if she's still there or if she isn't. Yeah, it's pretty far away, actually. Can you see my thing? Hello, hello. My grandparents on the father's side. Test. You are still there. Okay. My grandparents on the father's side live in Regensburg. I don't know if it's called the same. Oops, not this. Well, fuck it. I'm going to use just Edge. Regensburg. Ratisbona. Danubio y Regen. This is Bing Maps though. Let's see. Interesting place. I don't think I have been. I've been to Nuremberg. I've been to Beirut that time for stopping. Then I've been here to several places. I've been to Starnberg because there is like this sea. This is called like the Starnberg Sea or something. I think I've also been to this one, to Hersching. I've been, I think, over here, but I haven't skied. I'm not sure if I've been or not. I've been to Salzburg, that I have. I've been to the Chiemsee. I have been here. I think I've been to Rosenheim, maybe just to go to the Chiemsee or something like that. Chiemsee, I don't know. I've been to Dachau for the concentration camp, but I have not been here. I was mostly Bremen, Hamburg, Berlin, everything at the top basically. Brema, I think this is Bremen. Yeah. Yeah, from the north I've only been to Berlin. I've been to Frankfurt and Darmstadt. I've been to Darmstadt, stayed there with my friend, and we went to Frankfurt to visit a little bit. And he said this is called Mainz, I think, or something like that. And he said, like my friends from who were there in Darmstadt and all this, and in Frankfurt, said that the college people here, like the college life here, was pretty big or something. And they talked about the girls in Mainz for some reason, I think. That's a faint memory that I have. Once or twice in Regensburg. What cars do your parents have? In what cars do you go? Do you go through the Autobahn, foot to the floor? I rented a car. I rented one of those like 2 Series convertible BMWs, and I floored it. It was funny. I liked it. Well, it was a pretty nice day also, so I went through some of these like roads around here. You see that there are like a ton of roads like this. There are like country roads, so I went like driving around. It was an expensive day. I think it was like 85 euros or something like this, renting the car for the day. But lol, we did drive on the Autobahn, nothing special in Germany. You haven't driven it whenever you travel between places. Yeah, I mean, if you went, like, if you go fast or if you don't go fast, right? But I don't know what car we had or have. I'm not a car person. Like 200. Okay, that's fast. I think I have never reached 200. And here it's obviously illegal. Oh, well, actually, there I did reach 200. In Germany, I did reach 200 in that BMW, I think. But in Spain and all of this, because my car, my Clio, my small little Clio, that one, well, it's not mine, but that car doesn't reach 200. Like, it tops out at like 172 real kilometers, like GPS kilometers, and like 180 in the thing. Right? That's the most it reaches. And then the Ford, I think that one could reach 200 maybe, but I don't know. There is also like no... It's funny to drive 200 and then someone just zooms past you. Yeah, that has to be pretty funny. One of those like Porsche or like... Yeah, probably it's not even probably a Porsche, right? It's probably obviously like some guy in a Golf just driving 250 for some reason. Like overtaking at 350. Okay, that one has to be a Porsche or something like that. I also remember going in the bus, like when you were in the bus in the autobahn. I was always like, I wanted to get like this, like the left side of the bus to look at the cars that fly past. I think I may have had some. I don't think I have videos. Always depends on the driver, but on the autobahn, you do go really fast most of the time. Never really under 100. Yeah, I imagine. I guess trucks have to go under 100, right? I think truck speed limit Germany. Yeah, the minimum is I think 60. I think in Spain the minimum is like half the maximum. So like the maximum is 120, the minimum is 60. Yeah, trucks have a maximum of 100. Oh no, trucks have a maximum of 90. Yeah, in Spain it's also like that. For coaches and cars with trailers, the limit is increased to 100 on autobahns under certain requirements. Yeah, this is interesting, right? Because you have like the truck going at 90 maximum legally allowed, and then the Porsche going 350. Autobahn and safety. Richtgeschwindigkeit. Yo, that's pretty crazy. Damn, the Czech Republic is crazy. People be dying. It's interesting. I heard some politician wanted to put a speed limit to 130 because you really don't need to drive faster than that. But everyone was like, no, fuck off. Yeah. Traffic laws and enforcement. Straßenverkehrsordnung. LKW. No trucks. This sign is pretty fire. Your pronunciation is really good with some words. Maybe. Ooh, I love this show. It's so funny. Alan Furco Brown. Trucks are not allowed to overtake. Yep. I know. In Spain there are also sometimes these signs, but not as many as you would like. Right? That is the problem. That if you like go past the speed limit and all this, it's like this is not guaranteed, right? Well, in Germany also, right? In Germany you can have a car, right? But when trucks do it, it's much more annoying. I don't know how right this is. It says indicate one of the most common signs in the odd one. I don't know. Maybe it's not that common, but in Spain, this sign is, for example, in high inclines, right? When there is like a high incline, they don't allow the trucks to overtake each other. Sometimes, unless there are like many lanes. If there are, sometimes they put 3 lanes, so on inclines, so the truck can overtake, but there is still a lane left. Elefantenrennen. In German, it's called Elefantenrennen. Yeah, in Spain, that sometimes it happens. So I guess it happens there as well. If there is this. Now you read it before I could tell you. Must form a rescue lane, Rettungsgasse, to allow emergency vehicles. Interesting. Overtaking in the right undertaking is strictly forbidden, except when struck in traffic jams. That's interesting. I had never read the Autobahn laws. That's actually pretty good. Every time it seems like you are going to stop, all the cars move over to the left, right to make space for the emergency vehicles. That looks cool. Let's see if I can find a video of it. Rettungsgasse. Oops, what did I do? Zoget. But why is it so low, so slow? Lol. Nice.
Schöne Rettungsgasse. Ja, die ist gut. Kannst du nicht meckern. Ja.
Whoa, that's super. Will they reach the end? Oh yeah, it's there, right? Feuerwehr, Greffelfing. Lol, that comment is so true. Let's see if it translates it for me. No. The best compliment that a German can give you. Kannst du nicht meckern. Can give themselves. This expression is used to indicate that something is good and there is nothing to complain about. Oh, I can't complain. Something like that. The best compliment is can't complain. Pretty funny. Let's change the preset because this one is annoying. Complimenting food, it's edible. By the way, I found out the chord. I wanted to find this chord. And I remembered that, well, not remembered, I looked up Lose Yourself, and this chord reminded me of that part. It goes something like that, the Lose Yourself song, the intro. If you play it, it's something similar. Not like that, not exactly, but the chord reminded me of it because of it. That. Yeah. Bob hiking with a German from I Am Carbs was pretty funny and true IMO. Spaziergang. Yeah. Then it adorns it a little bit. Something like that. I don't know. I could copy the same thing, but I want to derive it from principles, right? Because I discovered it using these chords. Which this is A, this is G. And he plays it in D and then in C. And then it goes to G. It was interesting.
Wait, I thought it's gonna be a short walk.
But it is. Only 3 hours. Auf geht's.
Can you slow
Auf
down,
geht's.
please? Can I have some water?
Yeah, sure.
Radler.
It's the same.
Wait, where are you going?
Trust me.
2 hours later.
Wow, we finally made it. Wow, look at this view.
Okay. Let's go back.
What? Wait, I thought it's gonna
What? Waren einfach der wahre Beweis. That's how hiking with my dad was exactly, but a few more beers. With the whole case. I've never gone hiking in Germany, I think. Because I lived in the city, I guess. I never, well, I could have gone. I don't know. Maybe there were some activities that were organized about that and all this. And we were relatively close to the Alps. So I think there were probably some friends who went to hike to the Alps or something, but I don't think I ever did that. In the backpack were like 6 different sorts, 2 for each of us. And for food it was salami. That's it. I was also only hiking in Regensburg. I don't live too close to any mountains or anything similar. Here I do live close to mountains relatively. And I live close to to some hiking. There are some hiking trails more or less close to where I live. I could hike every day if I want. If I woke up early enough, I could hike every day. And some days I did. But Yo, what's up, Pratik? As the title says, I am playing music and talking about things. Does it say it like that? Talking about nothing specifically. Yeah, nothing specifically. I had nothing planned today. Okay, actually, first I had something planned, right? What did I say? I was talking about the same things I always talk about, which are like, what do I want to do and all of those things, right? And one of those things, what to figure out a topic for stream before streaming, not today, but something like that. And then I was also thinking about, I think I know what priorities I have in the video making sense, right? I've been thinking about it, and related to what I talked about on stream yesterday, which was something like make videos about things. That is kind of where I want to pivot a little bit, right? So I have one video about things pending, which is what do I eat in a week, right? It is about things, and it is also documenting. So I like that kind of vibe. And that is kind of what I regret that I have not done, right? So something I regret not have doing it, I was thinking, right? And it was, actually that was what, this thing I thought of in the shower, and I wanted to make that today's stream topic, but I will make it tomorrow's. And it's, let's see, this kind of, it was basically the topic of yesterday's stream, but try to make it a video, right? Try to record the video on stream. And it was something like video advice for other people, right? For other people. This is a working title, which is like something like, what should you make videos about, right? And this is kind of like my opinion on it. And my opinion is that you should make videos about things, right? So you should discard my video and what I actually do and do what I say, right? Do what I say, not what I do. And it is like make videos about things. I wanted to make this video, actually. But also, like to show that I want to make videos about things as well. That and talk about this kind of documentation. Documentation example of the thing I regret. I mean, it's not a huge regret, right? But it is kind of something recent enough that I would have liked to make a video about or something like this, right? Or to capture in a way, right? I think I captured it actually on Google Photos and all of this, but I would have liked to have made a video a little bit about it, right? Maybe. Which is kind of, I guess, my looking for a tech job video, because that was a phase of my life, right? And even though I failed at it and I quit, it is a phase that I would have liked to have recorded, right? Or captured in a better way, I guess, right? Like this is the message that I want for people to get, right? I want people to know that this is kind of the video that I would have liked to have made, right? And to make people think, oh, so I could extrapolate that to my own life right now, right? It's like, don't think about, well, or maybe do think about it, right? But mainly focus on what you can do right now, right? And document what you are going through right now, and don't necessarily focus in if you will miss it or not or whatever, right? Try to capture it, and then the future will tell you if that was something to look back fondly or to not look back fondly of, right? Maybe, like right now, I don't look particularly fondly about this kind of looking for a tech job scene that failed, also because it was a year ago, right? But I would have liked... Yeah, but I noticed, talking about it yesterday, right, that I did have some kind of sense of purpose, and I was doing more things in my life because of it, right? Like my life felt less static because that was a thing going on. So I would have liked to have captured that in a way where I could easily convey that to myself, right? Okay, what time of the stream is this? Because this is a good bit. 1 hour, 5 minutes. 1:05:00. I say this on stream 30 today. Let's say today because today is today. Yeah. And then the next things, like the next videos about things that I want to make are my food video, right? I have like what I eat in a week, right? What I eat in a week video. I have that one. And then I have my road to things license, right? My licenses video. That I have 2 videos to make. I have the what I eat in a week, right? And then my own videos about things, what I eat in a week, and the licenses 1 and 2. Those are kind of the main priorities. And then I had some other ideas, right? I have the tree harvester thing that I had been looking into, but that it's quite stopped right now because I have not made money. And maybe I could make a video about, also in this vein of documenting things, maybe make a video, like a standalone video about the editor job, because I have 3 streams of content about it, but like make a shorter video, right? With the make a shorter video with the editor job footage. And with my conclusions, how I got paid, what I didn't like, because for example, I have not gotten paid yet. So this is something that is annoying, right? Doing something. Having it take so long in such a drawn out way. And then not receiving the money until way later, and right? And this is the problem, right? The problem is not that I feel powerless or whatever, right? I expected that this could happen, right? If you don't pressure people, they don't pay you, right? Which is a norm that I don't like. I like that if we agree on something, it happens soon. And if it doesn't happen soon, right, then what the fuck is up with that, right? It's like, it's my problem because it's my money who is not getting it, but it's also not my problem, right? It's like the problem is not on my end, right? My account is ready to receive money. I gave the payment information, right? There are always ways to make it easier, right? I could have, I gave a bank account number and a PayPal link, right? I could have just given one of those things, right? And if it gives problems, I could have written a paragraph detailing preferred payment orders or something, right? Maybe. But it's pretty clear, like it's clear enough, right? If one doesn't work for you, use the other, right? I feel like if I need to over-explain all of these things, then like the problem is not on me, right? So I want to make a video about that also. They need to pay, they always take time, like no one cares, but if you owe them, it's like 50 mails a week. Yeah. See, for example, I am owed, but I am not 50 mails a week, for example. I trust, no, I don't have trust on it, right? It is a test for me, right? To me, it's a test. It's like if you don't pay me soon, I don't want to work with you anymore, right? I don't know. It's pretty easy. And if your way of doing business is like this, then you lose my respect, right? Which is, I don't know. Which to me is important, right? To me, my own respect is important. So if you lose my respect, obviously, like, I don't know. I don't know. I also hold people in grace, right? I hold grace for people. If for some reason you are traveling or whatever and you forgot, I don't know, I forget too. I do things sometimes. But it's essentially a step on a journey. It's essentially a step on an annoying journey that I don't want to take, but that I guess is the way, right? The way to find the clients that you want is to have first clients that you don't want and realize why, right? Yeah, I get that. The friend I met today also has money problems at the moment with gas she paid for but never used, so now they need to pay her back, but they don't want to do. With gas she paid for but never used, so now they need to pay her back. But they don't want to. Gas. For gas as in gasolina for a car, gasoline. if it's in renting cars, it's sometimes an issue. That's why like there is a policy which is full, like you get the car full and you return it full. Yeah, because rental car companies don't give you gas, right? You pay electricity and gas and they guess how much you use and then you pay more if you use more or get some back if you didn't use it. And they don't want to pay for it. Interesting. But yeah, basically, these are kind of some of the things that I want to do. And my point is that I want to, it's like, I want to, I don't know, instantiate some kind of policy of on stream. If today I don't have something to say, right, work on this, right? And I guess if tomorrow I don't, or like have that as a backup plan, right? Because I had the plan of like, okay, think of something before a stream to do it, right? And if I can't think of something, or if I don't like, if no events happen that day that make me want to make a video about it or that make me want to talk about some specific thing, then fall back to this, right? So fall back to my licenses videos, fall back to the thing, right? And don't be afraid to write, right? To use this time for writing. I know. I also watched Tenet the movie the other day, right? And I thought it had one point of the movie was that writing things down, giving a call to people, right? Calling people on the phone, making voice messages and all of these things, right? It is talking to the future you, right? And in the movie, it is kind of very relevant, right? Because it's like life-death situations, right? But I feel like it also kind of applies to the world in general, right? It's kind of me making these streams in a way, kind of recording some moment in time and being able to, from like talking to me in the future, right? And yeah, the person I showed, Melinda, maybe I think she changed her name to It's Melinda or something. I don't know. The girl I've showed a couple of times, Melinda Hershey, I think. Yeah, this one. It's a Melinda. I think it's also this video. In this video, she has this kind of journaling to her future self type thing, and that is a very explicit way of doing it, right? But I think every bit of it, everything that you do, is kind of, in a way, talking to yourself in the future, right? So I want to keep that vibe going, right? And I guess, yeah, talking about this on stream is my way of training myself in the future that I intended to do this, right? So if I don't end up following through, right? If I forget and don't do it tomorrow, for example, don't do any of this tomorrow, then I will have proof of failure, right? It won't just be a thought of mine, right? I don't know. I guess people call it accountability or something, right? But to me, it's not accountability also, right? It's more of like, see what happens, right? I don't have like, I don't know. I want to see like how it's an experiment, I guess, right? How much willpower do I have, or how much intentionality do my words sustain, something like this. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know which one I was using the other day then. Was it this but transposed? I think it was this one. Something flute, I think. Maybe it was the flute, true. Let's see. I think the thing was that it was this down. No, I think it was that one. The other one, the Threste thing. Oh yeah, it was this one. I wish I could record on this. Can't I record? Lol, this is strange. that's it for today, I think. I have this for tomorrow in case I forget something. And yeah, thank you for being here. Welcome to the second person. And sorry for just saying goodbye when you just came through, but that's what happens, I guess. Bye bye.